I guess we can go ahead and get this thing popping now.
Okay.
This is the second edition of the Go Throw Show, brought to you guys by Flight Factory Discs. You guys had Kayla Viska on the first one, and we want to apologize about the delay getting you to this second one. But in the meantime, this man right here beat Kayla in a playoff, so we're obviously bringing you better product. Nikko Locastro.
Happy to be on the show.
Man.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning to you as well, and great find with the agate already.
Absolutely.
If you didn't know, we're rock hounds. We're getting into that agate finding, and this dude found one in a parking lot while we're waiting. Show the
Zoom
people
in on that, but yeah,
Yeah.
found a couple agates.
He found a massive one the other day when we were out, before we got kicked out of the spot that we were digging.
We did.
Yeah, we had Madison Walker there, trying to get us to be able to stay, and if she couldn't do it, nobody could do it. She's so nice.
She put in a good effort for us.
Yeah, she
I mean,
did.
We were already there for a couple hours,
Man,
so
our
we
shirts
were doing
were off.
plenty of digging.
Yeah, we probably look like some hippies anyways, but heck yeah. Well, man,
New.
how's it feel to be taking down another Pro Tour championship in a back-to-back year? I mean, there's not many people who can say that.
I mean, it's incredible. It's what I live for, and it's what I dream of doing. So it felt like a dream come true, and again, just extremely grateful that I was at the right place at the right time. And it's one of those weekends that my skills and my mindset and my perseverance, shined through all the hard times that I was so close.
Yeah.
No, talked about it a few times before, but I've made a lot of runs at big tournaments over the years. I've been right there in so many matches, and I've played with the world's greatest players over the past 10 or 15 years. So I feel blessed that I was able to come out on top in a time where there's so many talented people that are capable of winning, and people that are gunning and showing up every weekend. I mean, there's so much that goes into it to put the remedy together for success. So I was physically feeling good and mentally feeling prepared, and
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it. To be able to win and to be able to accomplish anything, a big part of that is the preparation and your mindset going into it. So I stay determined, I stay hungry, and I'm always looking for something that's gonna inspire me, keep me fired up, and just moving forward. Trying to live out my dream, create a legacy, and enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Most importantly.
It's incredible that you've been able to do that for so long. You've been one of the best players in the world for 15 years, since you were, a kid at that point.
Yeah, 16. I started playing some open tournaments and played Am Worlds in 2006, and then just started playing as many tournaments as I could as soon as I got my license.
Yeah.
As soon as I got my first truck, a Chevy S10, started going to some little local events, and I always just found a lot of purpose playing disc golf, and something that has driven me in my life, that's given me goals.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that's really important for me. It's important for everybody, is just to create goals for yourself, and they could be little goals or they could be astronomical, but always be working towards something. That's something that I feel good about in my life, that I'm always working towards something. Sometimes I have so much going on that it's hard for me to really hone in and pick one direction, because I have so many talented people around me to work with, and that's where I'm at right now.
There's so much time in the day.
Yeah, there's only so many things you could do in 24 hours. So, I'm trying to take opportunities as seriously as I can. Even this one, just being able to hang out with you on camera and have people get to know Nikko Locastro a little bit more behind the scenes, more than what they see on your typical network.
Yeah.
So.
You're a very intense player on the course, and
Is
that's
that what
like,
they say? Is that what people say?
I think that there are some people that would call you intense on the course, yeah. But rightfully so. It's a couple hours out of the weekend that people are able to see into your life, and that's really it at the end of the day. So thank you for coming here. And
thank you for inviting me on your show, and I'm happy to support what you're doing in the disc golf scene, and be a part of the amazing culture, the friends, the network of people that we have around us, man.
Yeah.
It's a special time to play disc golf, for sure.
It is, man. It is, and it's important to see what else is going on with the players, with their lives, with the collaborations, like you said. You always keep some irons in the fire when it comes to your collaborations. You've had Fly Life, you've you've done Flight Club. It's Flight Club Collective now.
Yeah. Kind of transferred the process and transferred the brand into Flight Club now.
Yeah.
So, I'm stoked about the opportunities that I have with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I keep finding myself with like new doorways that are opening with the brand, and I feel like it's still happening behind the scenes. Like I haven't truly launched all the things that I've been working on, but the people around me, they see the direction I'm going, and I feel a lot of support. So I know that I feel I'm at a good place in my life right now.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'm
to see the
happy with
support.
where I'm at and with who I am overall.
Yeah. You got a fresh van too. I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this beast right here.
It's
been good for me. You want to go into the details on why it's parked like this?
Yeah, I guess we could. Might as well. I had a vision. I guess I had a vision of this little happening, and so I asked Nikko if I could back his van up into the mud.
I didn't know if I liked this idea because I'm looking, it's kind of soft ground, and my van isn't four-wheel drive like, my Subaru was all-wheel drive. So, a little soft ground. We'll see if I could back up, but we got some tire ruts going in, and he wanted to take my keys, so I don't know.
I sat here, bro.
I handed him.
I got you, bro. Let me do this.
But I was wondering what the hell he was trying to do. I see his van all parked in the back of this lot, but we got a nice setup here.
Yeah.
We're outside. Something different. I just hope my van can get out of this area with the soft spot,
And we hope that we can.
They got a truck. The GK boys got a truck, so.
And what else?
If we need to, we'll do a little four-wheeling. I know you Arkansas boys, down for some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing down here. We do have to get the keys out of the car as well.
Another thing that happened.
Yeah, I don't know why your car auto locks, but I guess I locked the keys in the van while I was backing it up.
Great way to start the day.
We got a guy from AAA on his way. You guys might see him a little bit later on.
But in the meantime, I was able to go find these nice agates.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Some cool Arkansas gems to take with me.
The something about rock finding and good play from Nikko. We were also finding rocks up in Minnesota last year when you won the preserve.
We were. Quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was rock hunting every single day.
Yeah, right on the Mississippi.
Yeah, that was fun. It's a nice balance.
What's it going to be like to defend that title this year? Have you thought about that at all?
A little bit. I mean, I've definitely, replayed how it could go in my mind, and something I've thought about. I would like to be able to defend, and I feel like that says a lot about your game and a lot about your preparation. So, I want people to see me at my best, and I feel like my best is yet to come. I feel like my game is the most well-rounded it's ever been. I'm super fired up to play at the top level, play the best that I can every week, People love me or hate me, but I'm going to always show up and, play my heart out and play the best I can.
You recently saw my putt and transferred your putt over to it.
That's what it was. I seen you banging all them long ones. I'm like, dang, I got to make them like Luke, man. I just have to switch it up.
But you've been doing the spin putt, and it's been working, man.
It's been good for my game just to be able to have the confidence and, step up to putts knowing that I can control the angle and have speed control, and I've practiced a lot. I've practiced all types of different putts, so I feel like I step up to any shot and I should have the confidence that I'm going to pull this off. And you have to tell yourself that. I get a lot of messages from people. I don't know what you guys want to talk about on the show, but a lot of people reach out. You know what? I should just start pulling stuff up. Oh yeah, my phone's in the whip, Luke. I could be pulling up comments, bro.
All right, we'll write it down.
We could be going live on my network.
Here, I'll be the comments.
You blew it.
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, Nikko takes so long to putt. I just timed him. That was 90 seconds.
Oh, this is perfect.
This
is perfect.
That's an exact comment. What are your thoughts on that?
Why don't you guys start practicing, get on the lead card, and call me out? Otherwise, you're just a Facebook warrior. But yeah, that's my best way that I can address it for now without going into details or getting worked up at all.
Yeah. And I don't want to come across as like somebody who's trying to defend Nikko, but most of the people who are typing, I mean,
a lot of people have my back. I don't think people want to,
I don't want to like have it.
They got nothing better to do. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, they're sitting behind their screen, they're reading into a bunch of nonsense, and they're trying to create some drama. They want some people to use that little button and like their comments so they feel valuable.
Yeah.
But you're not valuable to me. People that run their mouth
about
about me need to come to an end.
How much of that talk
This
do you
is
think?
what you're doing. And that's what you need to do, is just give it a break, give it a rest.
How much of your motivation do you think comes from that?
Not very much, to be honest. I'm just trying to play my best so I can feel my best. It makes me feel good, and I want the people that support me to feel proud that they, have supported me and watched me go through, the trials and tribulations that it takes to, reach the peak of my potential, and that's what I'm trying to do every single day. So that's where my focus is. I don't really care too much about the people that run their mouth about me, or they have nasty comments to say. Every once in a while I have to get on there and mentally paralyze these idiots for saying comments and speaking foul language in my direction, because I work hard for what I have, and no one's going to take that away from me. Nobody. There's no energy on earth that can take away my determination that I have to be my best. That's where my mindset stays. I stay in that type of mindset. These guys are not going to affect me, They're probably going to get worked up just because I'm going to keep winning, I'm going to stay on top. If I got arms and legs and I have goals in mind, eventually I'm going to work hard enough to reach my goals and come out on top. I want to be the world champion. That's where my mindset is. I think about that every single day. That's what's running through my thought, is how can I align and balance my lifestyle to be in the right mindset,
to culminate at that world championship.
to come out on top in a contest that is unlike any other. It's
it's the one.
I got so much respect for the people that have been world champion, and I've watched them win since 2004, since I went to my first world championships.
What's the most impressive one that you've watched?
Honestly, watching King Climo win his last world championships was the most impressive, and I think it inspired me the most.
What about it?
In 2006 in Augusta, just his presence on the course, and the way that I can tell that, he had a certain energy and determination, that he was focused. He looked focused.
Yeah.
When you got close to him, you could tell that he was focused. He was putting off a vibration.
Yeah.
And that's how I want it to be. I want to play so good the first few rounds, and even if I don't play good, I still want to have the mindset like I'm going to pull this off.
Yeah.
You can be 10 strokes behind with 10 holes left and somehow pull off a miracle. It happens in sports.
It does.
The wheels come off for some people, and people come from behind, and I think I've always been an underdog for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
145 pounds, 5'7". Some people don't think that I should, be on top just because of that even. So little things, I want to feel like the underdog. I want to feel like I have to work harder than other people to come out on top. It's more determination for me.
Some people will call that like a chip on your shoulder. It doesn't. That's just.
If that's what you want to call it, it's all perspective and how people perceive you. Some people think I'm amazing for the sport because I have emotion and show emotion, and other people don't want me to show up because I'm passionate. I have ups and downs, and sometimes I'm not scared to show that. I get super stoked and I'm running through the course fist bumping, and that's just
jumping off trees.
That's my truth. That's it's something that makes me feel alive. And when I'm not doing my best at disc golf, sometimes it's really hard to hold my head up high, because I've put so much time and effort into sculpting my game and molding my life to be the best disc golfer in the world. And it's tough. You got so many tournaments that are tough to win. It's a challenge. Every single weekend we're faced with a new challenge. That's just something that keeps me coming back to disc golf, is because I want to stand up to that challenge that we're faced with, and on a new course with new competitors sometimes. And it's special to me. Every round of disc golf I play is meaningful.
Take us back to when it all started. Where does disc golf begin for Nikko?
Disc golf began when I came out of the womb. They just hit me in the head with a frisbee with a little mini, and then I woke up and was like, this is cool.
Ching.
So I just started throwing it right out of the womb. No, I'm just joking around. My uncle David McCormick owner of Gateway Disc Sports. He's the one that first got me into playing disc golf. You know, he would pick me up from my mom's house, and we would go out to the course. I probably played a handful of times before I was 12 years old. It was just every once in a while I knew what disc golf was, and I would play frisbee in the neighborhood, you know, with kids and stuff, just playing catch. So that's something that has always been a part of my life, is playing frisbee.
Yeah.
But
is this Missouri?
St. Louis? St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
It's where I was born and raised. But that's how it started. My uncle would pick me up and we would go to a random course, and he was a professional player back in the day, one of the best of all time, honestly. He took top 10 in the world a couple times, and just an amazing, talented frisbee player, great athlete. So much respect for my uncle, so much love for my uncle for so many reasons. You know, he took me in when I was young, and it's just, a lot of details there. But he's the one that I owe a lot of respect, and I owe a lot of my accomplishments to him pushing me to pursue my passion and my dream with disc golf. He was always telling me, you need to get out to the tournament. What are you doing? Don't waste a weekend. You need to get out there and show these guys that you're the best. You know,
that's awesome.
You practice all the time. You need to go there. You need to prove yourself that you are the best. And I know that it makes him super stoked. You know, even though that I'm, sponsored by Westside now, and business has moved in different ways for both of us. But Gateway's taken off. All the brands in disc golf, I think, are becoming more successful because the amount of people that are pouring into the sport for a magnitude of reasons.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. It's incredible. When I go to a disc golf course, I feel more at home there than I do anywhere in the world, because people make me feel like connected.
Mm-hmm.
Not just that they praise me for being a top player, but those people feel like my homies. These are my brothers. This is my tribe. These are my good friends.
You've got something innate that's so in common together that it's a next level experience for sure.
It is, bro. We're all just trying to make it to the next level. That's part of life,
And looking back, man, if it hadn't have been disc golf in a place like, which direction could your life have gone?
I think I could have been a professional skater. I think I could have been a professional, or I could have competed at the top level of almost anything that I set my mind to, because that's who I am. That's my mindset. I'm determined. I think I need 30 days in a row, trained by an expert, and I'll be ready to compete at the top level of anything. Or UFC. I think I could have been a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
I've heard you talk about that before.
I haven't had a whole lot of training, but I think I'm scrappy, and I think I'm not scared, and I like wrestling around. It's something could have got into.
Dude.
I did a little bit of wrestling in high school.
I've seen you wrestle some people.
Yeah, I'm down. I just wrestled Luke Sampson. We just got into a little wrestling match just for fun,
He's a big boy.
He's about 6'4".
Yeah.
200 pounds.
So, you once told me, speaking about like a UFC fight, and this is one of the best talks I ever heard from you, and it was a crucial talk. You said
disc golf matches? I got a whole outline in my phone that's here. I got the disc golf matches lined up, dude. I got like 20 different matches, different weight classes for people, just in case they want to go. I think we could raise some money for charity and stuff. I'm dead serious.
You
guys keep that in mind. We could call some people out.
Might as well. Who you want to fight?
I don't want to fight anyone, but I mean, I don't really have one person that I want to scrap with, but we can get in there and spar.
If they were willing to, I mean, we're performers. If they were willing to perform with you.
I mean, I guess anybody that's around my weight class and people that are outside the weight class, if they're going to put some money on the line and we're just going to go in there and raise some money for charity, we'll get in there and see if one of these elbows can connect.
Dude, Chris is a wrestler. You wrestle Chris right there.
I don't know if I want to wrestle Chris, dude. His arm is real. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen him and Kev go, and he doesn't.
The thing with
back
bigger
down.
boys though is I got to stay in the match for about 2 minutes. If I could run around there for 2 minutes, get them a little out of breath, then, come in there.
Dude, that talk I was talking about was the day.
I'm more of a lover than a fighter, just so everyone knows. I got
true.
that within me, but the real ones that know me, they know that I'm about that love.
It's true. It's true.
Got the fight inside of me, but they don't want to wake up that animal.
That animal was awakened that morning that I want to talk about real quick. Yeah, the morning of the VPO final round in 2019, GK Pro filmed it actually, and it was my first A-tier win. And I was staying at a house with Nikko. And this is like 11 o'clock in the morning.
This.
I think we tee off about 2:30. You're out there in the top cards with me. and Nikko is giving me my
Gave you that
morning
motivational
sermon, dude. Hair was pretty wild that morning. Shirt was off. 12-pack showing. Just, I'm gonna win, not because I'm better, but because I'm angry, is what you said.
Really?
Yeah, you were talking about like
what
some
I was
MMA
fired
stuff.
up about.
But I'll never forget it.
Could have been.
Yeah, you were jacked up. You were on a monologue. It went like 25 minutes deep.
Wow.
And it stoked me up as much as I've
That's
ever been
another
stoked.
thing I feel like I could have got into is motivational speaking. It's something I would still like to pursue in my life. Is I want to tell people to follow your dreams and move your own direction in your life, regardless of what it is. Like,
you should do that.
If you have a vision for yourself, you have to stop at nothing to fulfill that vision. And I think sometimes when people have anxiety, it's because it's your soul and your consciousness telling you to make shifts in your life. You know, you get caught up in patterns at times where part of you wants to break that pattern, but it's difficult. But it takes a lot of like courage to move in a new direction or just uproot the current situation.
Yeah, to change.
You know?
Yeah. As humans, I think we don't like to change.
It's good for us all in little ways. You know.
Yeah, for sure is.
We're all slowly changing, I think.
Yeah.
Everybody's going through their own kind of evolution, I'd say.
What does the future Nikko evolve into?
It's hard to say. Only the future can predict that.
Yeah.
But hopefully I would, you know. It's hard to say, man. There's so many details on what the future could bring for me, but I would like to open a pay-to-play disc golf course and work on my property. That's something that you know stays running in my mind, is finding the perfect location to put roots down and, you know, maybe even have a family and stuff like that. I'm 32 years old now. I would love to compete at the highest level up into my mid-40s. I would like to, you know, play professional disc golf and stay on top for as long as possible. I'd like to inspire people, you know, when I'm in my mid-30s and in my 40s, for people to have something that makes them believe they could still, you know, compete in their 30s and in their 40s against kids that are so talented. You know what I'm saying? When I'm playing with these guys, it makes me feel like I've moved the right direction in my life, because I'm like, wow, you know, look how good they're throwing the frisbee. So that means I must be doing pretty well for myself if I'm able to keep up with, you know, a number of top names. I won't go through the list. I mean, you guys watch the network.
I think this is the toe guy.
The toe guy. Got him in here.
Are you at the RV park? Do you have a fighter that you specifically like?
Bro, I love
MMA?
watching UFC. Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, there's several specific fighters that I like. I like Masvidal just because have some resemblance. But
you like talking a little smack.
TJ Dillashaw, I like him because he actually wrote me back on Instagram. I sent him a message asking. I don't know what happened.
Ben Askren?
Ben Askren. Yeah, he was on my mind too. I watch him a lot. You know, I follow his stuff. I like the way he puts himself out there, and he's always talking about disc golf too. I've talked to Ben Askren before.
Oh no, TJ.
TJ Dillashaw hit me back. I asked him like how he prepares for fights with his vitamins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I really like how fast he was and how quick. We were about the same size. He's just got really good muscle tone. So I was just like wanting to know information on how I could prepare and, you know, feel my best. If these guys are, you know, so active and they're working so hard, then I want to figure out ways to, you know, feel prepared and feel strong and be prepared for the disc golf events. But the UFC fighting, I love watching that stuff.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just recently, Bryson Deschambeau, a professional golfer, played around before his Masters round started. Did you see that? Did you catch that?
I did.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it. I didn't actually watch him throw the frisbees.
Yeah.
Maybe they.
I don't know. I don't know if you did or just
that.
posted a couple pics, but
Yeah, I did.
pretty cool to see professional
I've seen
athletes out there.
the publicity about it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool. It's
It
really
is.
great for the sport of disc golf. I think a lot of people are going to get into disc golf, you know.
It's cheap, it's fun,
It's a great
it's outside.
It's the best outdoor activity that you can go do and not spend a lot of money doing it, and, you know, occupy a good part of the day. You get to see nature.
Take your
go on
family,
hikes.
take your
Yeah,
dog.
It's good for the family. It's good for a relationship. You know, a guy and a girl that are just as recreational players. Go grab a couple discs. Go take a walk in the park. Grab a couple drinks and a couple, you know, snack bars and
enough
go
of the
enjoy
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, enough with all that stuff.
Yeah.
We've got enough of that going on.
No doubt. No doubt. Was it the COVID influx of disc golf, man? It's the boom. It's mind blowing. Really, every single manufacturer unable to supply enough plastic to their distributors. Literally, just a plastic shortage like
it's
you've
a
never
bull
seen
run
it.
on discs.
Yeah.
It's an absolute bull run on the distributors trying to, you know, satisfy the demand on how many people are showing up to their shops and how many people are inquiring if they have certain discs for sale. So I'm happy. I'm super stoked that we're at a spot where there's so much progression that has happened at a rapid pace.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of the details on how disc golf is growing over the past 10 years, but as far as like the amount of people that are currently playing in the last year or two, I think it's almost doubled. I almost feel like the sport of disc golf has doubled in 2 years.
It's insane.
It's insane, and we're at a good spot because there's so many courses, and there's going to be new courses that are popping up. So the sport is,
And to be able
growth.
to say that you've invested 15 years in, you've got 15 years of sweat equity built up in the sport that you love, that you've dedicated your life to, just
I have.
doubled in population.
I truly have.
Insane.
Yeah, I'm stoked that there's so many people that are able to watch disc golf, and all the new kids that have athletes to look up to. You know, there's 25, 50 players that are capable of winning tournaments from different regions across the country. So you have like West Coast kids that are, you know, likely trying to, you know, support their West Coast professional athletes.
Yeah.
And man, I have a lot of ideas for the future of disc golf.
You were talking about kids looking up to heroes. Like, it's not just Tiger Woods or Pete Sampras or whoever it was for us growing up, but like Kevin Jones is. How does it feel to hear Kevin Jones say that he looked up to you? He modeled his putt after your putt.
It's a great honor because he's one of the best talents that we have in the sport right now. And just to hear my name mentioned with some of these new kids that I was somebody that they looked up to, it's a great honor. It makes me feel good about my efforts and the amount of time and energy that feels like, you know, that's a payoff.
It's a confirmation.
It is. It's a confirmation to the work ethic that I've had over the years. I think that no matter what, even though there are people that are always going to have something to say about me, there's so many people that have watched me go through transitions over the years, and just to say that I've still been able to compete at the top level for over 10 years and still be able to win tournaments, I'm blessed, man. I've lived a truly blessed lifestyle that has put me in a spot in my life that I can be happy about. At 32 years old, I can be happy about where I've been, the people I've met, and the situations the doors that have been opened because of disc golf. Strictly, I owe my life and a lot of my existence, the purpose, who I am, is disc golf. I feel like I am a piece of disc golf.
You are.
I'm a piece of disc golf history, and I want to pursue so much more in the future. People have no idea how much more I have in the tank.
That's crazy to hear your passion after all these years to
I'm
continue.
more passionate now than I was at 18 years old.
Yeah.
The opportunity's bigger, and every day is more meaningful. And now that I can actually look back and appreciate life, people know this. Like, once you get into your 30s, you kind of look back and you get into the years of perspective. When you're 16 to 24 years old, I feel like life is moving so fast at such a rapid pace that you don't even really have the time to gain perspective about this is who I am and this is where I'm going. It's like a year goes by quick. So for me to look back at how many years on tour, 18 to 32 years. So I'm in 14 years.
14 years.
Plus to be pursuing my passion.
Yeah.
Like, my life's passion is disc golf.
Take me back to like 2009 USDGC. Like which Nikko? I want to know your thoughts about. I want to know the Nikko that showed up.
I was a young, ambitious man that would stop at nothing until I reached my goals, and I had a goal in 2009 to become the U.S. champion and engrave my name in stone. And I feel like the energy that I brought to the table in 2009 was a scorcher. I came in there with something to prove. I came in there trying to make a name for myself, and the amount of hours that I was practicing was guaranteed going to pay off. I would stay at the course purposely so people could see that I'm not stopping. I'm not going to slow down. I'll stay here for 3-4 hours and not even budge. I'll make putts until they kick me out of the park. And then I'll be back in the morning and drill some more putts until I am confident enough to win. And that's what it takes to win. You have to find, there's so many levels to this shit. There's so many ways that you can improve your skills. Like at 32, I feel that I can add more muscle gain. I can run faster. There's ways that I can still improve my my overall health at 32. And even mentally, I feel that I can sharpen my skills. Yeah. I can read some more books. I can find new ways to meditate. And this goes for everybody. There's so many ways for us as human beings to improve ourselves. But it's up to us to find new ways, something that inspires you to be your best. It doesn't have to be disc golf for people that are watching this. You know, if disc golf is something you do and you want to be your best at it, that's great. But if there's something else, that's just as good. That's whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself, keep doing it.
Yeah. It's got to be something personal.
Yeah.
It does take
meaningful.
work.
We need things in our life that are meaningful so we can wake up and feel good about the direction that we're moving.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that I've had disc golf as that outlet in my life. Yeah. I mean, what better to do with my time, energy, and effort than to show up to the disc golf course and be under the sunshine and be in nature, walk through the grass, see the trees, feel the breeze on my skin. I mean,
it's an incredible
I'm grateful,
human
man. It's an incredible experience for everybody that plays, even the recreational players. Those people are equally as, you know, we're kind of in it together. It's part of the culture, yeah. in a sense.
Yeah. That
those people, like I said, that's our tribe. Those are our brothers, our sisters, you know, and that's the warm welcome that the culture of disc golf embodies.
Yeah.
You know, we're defined by our culture and the type of people that play disc golf. Those are your friends. You go to a course, and how many times have you met a new person? You're like, this is my homie. You guys met for one day, but you're gonna see that guy again and feel like that's one of your good friends.
Yeah, yeah. Or people hitting you up online, just telling you that they appreciate what you're doing. You're out there working.
It means a lot to me, and I try to respond, and I try to stay in touch with as many people as I can because the relationships are meaningful. Everything is becoming more meaningful at this stage in my life.
Yeah.
You know,
go ahead.
When I was younger, I felt like, you know, I was so caught up in being my best that I overlooked all those opportunities that were so close within grasp and all the relationships that I could have been cultivating even more. So, like, I want to stay in touch with people. I want to call my friends up and tell them, hey, man, I haven't heard from you in a while. Just checking in on you. Hope things are going good. You know, I don't let disc golf, you know, like, I feel that I'm a star in the disc golf world, but I don't let it get to my head at all. You know, if someone comes up to me, I'm probably signing their disc 99.9 times out of 100, unless I'm just about to eat food or something. But I'm just, you know, I'm grateful. I have a lot of gratitude. I'm stoked that so many people play the same sport and can feel similar passion that I feel for the sport of disc golf.
Yeah. Your social media game is, I mean, I don't know what it was a couple years ago, but I know it's one of the best accounts that I follow now, your Instagram game.
Right, I need to get into it more. I don't feel like I'm posting that much. I feel like I need to hire a professional crew. I need to work with people. I need someone filming at full times to really get my image out there, to really build a connection to the community as well.
Okay.
You know, I think there's so many people that want to tune in, and I need to provide more for the disc golf world. I don't think I'm doing enough. Just because I make some lead cards and stuff, I feel like I'm not even tapping into 10% of the opportunities that I have to expand my my social media, expand my marketability.
You're an incredibly motivated person.
Extremely motivated.
Most people wouldn't
Very motivated.
try to take on all of these things like you're trying to do. You're constantly, like I said, irons in the fire, and it's
so many.
I
feel like it's all going to pay off.
Man, it's us regular
it's a build
people.
Up. It's a build up. You know, I'm climbing the hill, man. I'm climbing the hill of success, and I keep having like rocks fall down on me, and I'm dodging all types of shit on my way up.
But you
can't stop. You just cannot stop. I got a very strong vision of what I want in my future, and there's no way that I could slow down. Life is speeding up. I just have to work harder. That's the only option I have in my life, is to work harder to reach the goals that I have, work with as many people as I possibly can, and build the community together. I'm really stoked that you invited me on the show, and of course I was going to say yes. I mean, you're a good friend of mine, and I love what you're doing for the sport of disc golf by creating content for people, and you're always having fun with it, Luke. You're a good friend of mine. I'm always happy to see that you are working towards, your image,
Yeah. Well, it's something that, I get to see people like you demonstrate for me. What are you, switching up a little bit, but how are you liking life on the road?
Life on the road. Well, that's my life. It's all I've known for the longest time.
Let me get specific.
The van life.
How
am I liking van life?
Yeah, we were just talking a bit
cool.
ago.
It's been a nice transition. I love waking up on the disc golf course.
Yeah.
That's something I've wanted to do for the longest time, and it's nice. There's like a little mini culture inside the culture. We have the little tribe that travels around in the van crew.
You go get coffee.
You see a little
over
homies.
here.
On the way they're leaving the course. You're like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
you go get your coffee with Brian and Lindsay. go get some breakfast over at Jordan and James's.
It is. It's
cruise
neat.
around.
It's
you were
neat.
talking about possibly
doing a little
shuffle
the van a little bit.
Yeah,
or?
I mean we could definitely show them the van, but you were talking about cashing in on some of this work earlier.
Oh, potentially, yeah. I was potentially thinking about doing an upgrade, which would actually be, have an opportunity to get a 1984 Winnebago, but it's in pristine conditions, only got 73,000 miles on it, and then of course, I'd have to talk to the West Side crew and make sure they'd be cool with figuring out another way to wrap my next vehicle. But it's an option, because the spacing and how many discs and inventory that I'm keeping with me in the van, and I also got, my girlfriend, we travel together, she has her van, I got my van. So it's like
Cat Merch.
It's an opportunity, Cat Merch. Give her the shout out. She's awesome, I love traveling with her. We get to do a lot of fun things together. She's
got good energy.
She's got great energy. She's fun. She always wants to go on, find new adventures that we can go find in the town.
Yeah, and she's a fantastic young talent. I think.
Oh, she's getting better, man.
Dude, we haven't seen even close to the best of Cat Merch.
Not at all. No. She's getting there.
She's
fine tuning the skills every day.
Which lady? Speaking of some lady golf, which lady golfer are you most impressed with of late?
Oh, I gotta say Kat at this point.
Yeah,
that's my girlfriend. I gotta stay on her side, no matter what. But I can't wait to see her, persevere and expand her skills. Because in her practice rounds, I do see that she's picking up more distance with her backhand and her sidearm, and she's one of the best putters. So I'm actually really impressed with her putting.
Yeah.
Cat Merch, she could make putts as good or better than me at times, and it's impressive.
All right.
But
what's your number two? We gotta. There's
probably Paige Pierce, just because she's asserted dominance for so long, and she's inspired so many girls to get into the sport and have something that they can reach for, and that's a lot. She's almost 1,000 rated female, and she's setting the bar very high on her accomplishments and the things that she's succeeded with over the years, and she's it's gonna be hard to beat her stats, but there will be new players that pop up that are able to perform at the top level and win tournaments. Now, I believe Cat Merch, the girl I'm dating, I love her, man. She's awesome. She's gonna be one of the top players in the world, and hopefully we could stay together through the process. And it's neat, man.
Yeah,
it's neat to watch her advance her skills.
That's awesome. All right, what about the guys? Are there any guys that you're impressed with of late? Your competitors, of course. So
I'm not that impressed with any of them, man. I'm really not.
I could beat you. I don't know why you haven't beat me.
I'm honest to God, just kidding around. There's very impressive disc golf being played every single weekend, and a lot of times I'm on the card watching a guy. Last week, Calvin Heimberg he wouldn't miss. Every opportunity, he had 30, 40 feet. He kept making them, but I'm inspired by that. That makes me want to get more focused on the putting green, because I left a lot of opportunities out there that he capitalized on. So Calvin, amazing player. You can just go through the list. You go through the top 10 players, and every one of them has a story. And then there's more stories with the guys from 10 to 20th place that are working harder and wanting to, be the top dog.
Yeah.
I think that I would like to be number one player in the world by the end of the year. And I don't think it's out of my reach. I don't think me and Ricky Wysocki are 2-2 right now. Yeah. So I compare that. I'm looking at that thinking I could beat him by the end of the year. Yeah. I can win more tournaments than he beats me at. He doesn't think so, but I believe that it's possible. Same with all the top names. Paul McBeth, Eagle McMahon, Chris Dickerson. Mad amount of respect for the skills that they have. But when I show up, I'm playing to win this year. I'm going for the win. I believe that I will achieve a higher standard for myself by the end of this year.
It's so much
There's
about
more
belief,
preparation
man.
that I can and will put in. I love it, man. I love that I am at a spot in my disc golf career at 32. I keep saying this, but this is just, I want people to know that, like, just because you're a certain age, it doesn't mean that you have to give in or take your foot off the pedal. Yeah. Now's the time that I need to hit the gas.
Now's the time
and
when
stay fueled up.
Everything that you've built up matters most. When the population just doubled. When there's more money in disc golf than there's ever been. When we're on ESPN. We're going to be on ESPN again this year.
Yeah. I see the opportunity, man. It's within reach. I think all the dreams and all the things that I've worked towards my entire life are more in reach than they've ever been. A picture once pixelated is now becoming more clear.
I love that analogy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think about this, though?
Agate, huh? Right off the...
Yeah, I spotted it a second ago.
I see you over there looking down. That's a really nice piece.
Dude.
Look at you, man.
Call them
professional
trailer park agate, tragates,
We're gonna have to walk around here a little bit more when we're done with this segment.
Dang, y'all.
Of the Go Throw Show.
So,
Luke Humphries.
What got you into rocks?
My friend Ryan Gorman. Shout out to the guy in St. Louis.
Blue Feather
Minerals on Instagram. Yeah. Shout out there. You guys got to check out his stuff. He's a rock hound, man. He's made me wire wraps my whole life. And if you guys wanted to, check out some of the stuff, some of the work he's done for me, he's really, really nice guy. Very grounded. He has a great energy about him. But I believe that there is some correlation with rocks having energy in the energetic exchange that you have from either wearing them, keeping them in your pocket, even just looking at them. I have a theory that your eyes, and I don't think it's a theory, I think it's a truth, that when your eyes see certain colors, you feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So, I like wearing certain type of pendants that when I look at them, I'm just like, oh, it makes me kind of feel good, I'm looking at these little stones and the rocks, and he's the one that kind of got me into it. But you as well, you've inspired me with some of this stuff. You've given me a couple really nice gemstones over the years. Before the preserve, we talked about it.
And
about hooking me up with those fire agates, the ones you were searching for.
I gave him some rocks, and he said, not now, man. After the preserve, after I finish what I came here to do, hook me up with something good then. Mm-hmm. No lie. And of course he got the hookup after that. Is this a good time to check out Nikko's van?
Real quick?
Can we jump up in there?
Let's do it with my wide angle film.
All right.
Okay. Are we finishing this up?
This will look really good.
Yeah.
Are we still on right now, or what you want to?
Yeah,
your audio is always rolling.
Okay.
It's time for.
Right on.
Yeah, this will look good.
I'll open it up and get this thing ready. And we're going to have to turn up the beats, too. You know what I'm saying? I got to turn this thing on. But
sub going on in here?
Yeah.
So there's the wraps you're talking about right off the bat.
Yeah.
Is this Ryan?
Yep, this is from Blue Feather Minerals. Ryan Gorman made this for me.
Some copper.
And I got a couple other ones if you wanted to zoom in. Over by the calendar. I have another piece over there.
What were your thoughts as you were putting all this together?
Honestly, I just looked at a lot of different things on Instagram and Pinterest, and then started kind of developing an outline. But my friend Scott Galvin in St. Louis, Missouri, shout out to Scotty. He's the one that really helped wire things for me and helped with a lot of the woodwork. I did some of it. I'm not going to go out here and take all the credit, but I did some of the staining, and I cut some of these boards and nailed in some of the stuff. It made me feel really good, man, to work on something, and it's awesome. I hope to do more stuff like this in the future with some woodworking and stuff. But I got the system. I'm gonna show you my favorite part of of the cribs.
Yeah, I love
I'm gonna go ahead and put on my favorite song right here. Oh, another shout out to Ninja Bob. Big time shout out to Ninja Bob out of Waco, Texas. He's the one that helped me hook up the system, and super awesome guy. He also helped me when I got in a car accident years ago in Waco. I wrecked my Subaru, and he literally fixed it up for me within a week. Helped me order the parts, hardly charged anything. And of course, I hook them up no matter what. I'm always gonna hook people up. This is my buddy Gabe calling me real quick. I gotta take the call. We can stay on camera though. You can stay on camera though and take the call. Hello? Yo.
It's my
Gabe,
buddy
what's
Gabe.
happening?
Yeah, I gotta take this call. All right, guys, time to thank our title sponsor, Flight Factory Discs, for what they do to support this program. If you guys haven't checked them out, go online, flightfactorydiscs.com. They've been a major Prodigy house for a long time, but they are now holding all the manufacturers' discs. Go check it out. Heather Young is one of their sponsored athletes, actually. They've got apparel. It's not just Frisbees, but they have been supporting this program from the beginning, and they're going to continue to do so. So thank you guys. Flight Factory Discs, everybody.
Where's my shout out, dude? I'm just messing with you.
No, honestly, though, this is a good
Where's
portion
Flight Club, dude? You can open this thing up, dude.
Yeah. It's a good portion of the show to talk about that sort of thing. You got any shout outs you want to?
Not really. I just want to let people know. Just stay on the lookout for Flight Club. I haven't really surfaced all the way with my brand yet, but I will be launching a website and have some awesome jerseys available. I just partnered with a company that is going to be making the jerseys for me, and we're just going to offer some really awesome, fun, creative items for the disc golf community, and I'm super stoked to share that vision. It's taken me a really long time to develop apparel that I want to distribute to people, and hopefully they're going to be just as happy as I am with what they have.
You've been wearing some of it lately?
Yeah, some of the
some
tie-dye
wild gear,
jerseys,
dude.
some of the
Yeah.
Aztec patterns, stuff like
sick
that.
gear.
But yeah, I'm trying to offer a variety, something really nice, and yeah, I can't wait. But we don't have to showcase it now.
Okay.
When the time is right, we'll be back on.
You'll see
Maybe do
it.
this again sometime.
You'll see it, yeah. The Mustache Monday one that
Mustache
we're gonna
Monday,
run.
where I have to.
Yeah, Nikko
grow
goes
that out a little
mustache.
bit.
Yeah, we twist them up and we just we run it back.
It's a possibility. That's a.
All right, was there anybody else that is?
Man, just shout out to everybody that has been there for me, the people that are continuing to support me with Westside Discs and Local Route Disc Golf, Backstage Organics. Big shout out to those guys for just supporting me on the road and just being there to help push me forward.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure being here with you.
It's a pleasure to hang with you.
We'll do it again soon.
It's been fun. Thanks to the guys at GK Pro for working with us. And,
Yo, we can't thank those guys enough.
Always. Anything else? Are we gonna go play disc golf today? Do some rock hunting maybe?
Dude, we'll probably
I think
do.
this is a rock hunting day. I'm gonna start in this parking lot. I've already got started. I got 2 already. You
All
found
right.
one on camera.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find one on camera real quick. That'd be a perfect little outro. You already got one.
All right, we'll check you guys next
We're
time.
gonna do some more rock hunting today. Yeah. Big shout out to everybody watching, the whole disc golf community. We'll see you guys.
Go Throw Show.
Let's
Episode
get this
2
stuff
out.
off, man. We're done with this.